Hello, and welcome to the third and final video in our little video series of free writing. My name is Erin Osborne. I'm a writer and an educator, and I am the instructor for now. There's going to be more, but I am the instructor at streamlinewritingclasses.com, streamlinewritingclasses.com. If you've been doing our videos, maybe you're becoming more engaged and maybe you want to just visit us over there and see what else we have to offer. Streamlinewritingclasses.com. Okay, today we're going to do a different kind of focused free write. Before I get into the description of that, though, I want to remind you of the rules of free writing. Rule number 1 is that you want to use tools, instruments of writing that are comfortable for you. So if you're comfortable with pen and paper or pencil and paper, or if you're comfortable with an electronic notepad, like some kind of device or a laptop, that's what you should really be using. I'll say it one more time. If you are somebody who edits as they type, if you are an typing editor typer, I would advise against using a laptop or a computer to type to free write with, because the urge to edit is really strong. And the idea behind free writing is to let things come as they come and not to edit, and just to kind of let the floodgates open. So that's the only word of warning I'll give to you. But if you find that you do just fine typing, great, great. The second rule of free writing is that you always want to keep your pen or fingers, whatever motion you're doing, you always want to keep that motion going. If you've been given a free write subject or something to look at, which we're going to do today, or the object one, and you've found that you've pretty much written everything you can write about this thing in 3 minutes, then don't worry, don't stop writing, just keep that movement going. Even if you're just writing gibberish, it doesn't matter, because what you've done is you've emptied your head, which is great. And now something's about to come out that wasn't there before, that was hiding under that silence. So it's important to keep your fingers moving, your pen moving, so that you can capture what is really going on back there. It's kind of a cool sensation when something just kind of pops in and you start writing about it. Okay, so that's the second rule. Always keep your pen moving, your pen or your hands typing. And then the third rule is basically, if you find yourself on a roll, if one of these exercises is just, intriguing you, and you're going and and you are going past the 7 minutes, keep going. Bully for you. I'm not sure what that means really, but it's like congratulations or good for you or something like that. But you should keep going. That's the experience free writing is trying to foster. So don't pay attention too much about that timer. If you're on a roll, keep going. Okay, so I am going to tell you today's free write's a little bit different than what we've been doing before. The other two videos really dealt with inside out. Okay, that's the way I describe it. Like, this is from inside you and it's out on the world. You on the inside have had some sort of say in what you'll be writing about. While you've been given sort of these prompts or whatever, you're paying attention to your pull, where you're being pulled toward from the inside. This writing exercise is actually more outside in. So I'm not uncomfortable. This is going to be fun. Okay. This is basically, I don't want to say forcing you, but it's presenting you with one thing that you will be writing about. Now, don't get squeamish yet. It's not a subject. Actually, what we're going to be looking at is a painting, and it's a great painting. It's by an artist named Frank Stella. He's American. He's an American painter. He's still alive. And we'll get to that in a second. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to give you instructions, and then we're going to center, and then we're going to go off to the races. Okay. So your instructions are, I'm going to put up the painting on the screen, and you're going to keep that painting up the entire time that you're free writing. So I'm not going to leave it up for the 7 minutes that we do free writing. I'm going to leave it up there for, a good 25, 30 seconds. You're going to pause the video, and then you're going to start your timer, and then you're just going to start writing. You're going to look at it and you're going to start writing. Okay. Just whatever comes at you. You are being given an image from which that is impressed upon you, and the outside is reaching in. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's do our centering. Like I've said before, it's just a nice idea to kind of get yourself settled very quickly, not strangely. We're going to close our eyes, and we're just going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouths 3 times. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. That's great. That's great. Okay, so now please get your supplies ready. Make sure you have your pen and paper or your document open and ready. Cursor on. Pen and paper open. Pen ready, locked and loaded, ready to go. Okay. Okay. So you have your pen and paper. Now I'm going to share my screen. And your timer too. You want your timer. I'm sorry. Set your timer to 7 minutes. Okay. What's happening? I'm sorry, friends. Here we go. Okay. Frank Stella is the name of the artist. There's a picture of him. This particular artwork is available for sale through Artsy. It's called Libertina. It was done in 1995. This is Frank Stella's artwork. I don't know if I'm doing any copyright stuff, but okay. So here is the image. I'm going to disappear myself. Okay. And start your timer and start writing. Oh, I forgot to tell you to pause the video. Pause the video. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing. You can always go back if you want to. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. How was that? How was that? Did that feel a little restrictive? Sometimes writing against constraints can make you feel constrained. Yes, that's true. And sometimes you can use that constraint to your advantage. So say it's almost like, I didn't do it for this reason, but sometimes that constraint makes you, it's like reverse psychology sort of. That's not why we did this. So it's sometimes it can be like reverse psychology, like, well, I don't want to do that. I want to write about this. And that's okay too. That's all right. I probably should have told you that before we did this. But you can do it again if you want to. Also, sometimes that writing against a constraint like that actually opens up your imagination. You have to stay within a certain frame of reference, and in order to stay in there, but also say what you want to say, or you kind of have to come up with new things. And sometimes artwork can do that for us, especially that type of artwork. I don't know exactly. I think he's an abstract artist. I'm not exactly sure what his categorization is, but I love his work because it's colorful and it is abstract. There's not a lot of real realistic work, and it's like great for the imagination. It's great. That's actually something you can do at an actual art gallery. If there is an art gallery that's, around you and open, It's a great way to spend your day, to just kind of walk around, see what painting you're drawn to, and or sculpture, or fashion display, or anything um, that you're drawn to, and just sit down in front of it and take out your handy notebook or your handy laptop and start free writing away. Okay, I know that one was a little bit different. If it's a little, if it felt too constraining to you, I invite you to try it with a search of images that you want to look at, that you're drawn to. I invite you to try it that way. This you choose the outside that's coming in, but still there's an outside force that's asking you to respond to it. Okay. All right. Short one this time. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for, or me. I have my cats here. I guess that's us. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching this video. Again, if you are interested in taking some more, in taking a deeper dive into your own work, your own creative work, please come on over to streamlinewritingclasses.com and sign up for a class. Okay, friends, remember, narratives are important and powerful, and the world needs yours. Thanks again, friends.